Okay, so welcome to part two. Here's where I just go through a few of the products that I focus on and just sort of give you a little bit of my interpretation of what I see with the charts. I only use dailies these days for this because obviously those levels hold in much longer than when I used to do the 30 minutes as well. But you know, just try and avoid very short time frames. They're no good for you. They're really not. So dailies, you know, pro traders rarely go below 30 minutes. So if you're using anything less than that, be really careful. You're going to get so many false signals. So before I do that, just the legend, so you know exactly what's there. So the black numbers are going to be support and resistance levels based on trend lines. Pink numbers are going to be breakout levels. And claret numbers, they're just going to be horizontal levels where I've identified support or resistance, generally based on double or triple tops or bottoms. Okay, so going to start with the Dow. So here we're looking at the daily, and you know, again, what an amazing run it's had up. So here I've got resistance at 40,351, and I've got support at 39,199. You know, we've still got that uptrend there. Was a bit of a sell-off on Friday. As you know, weekend profit taking, maybe people are getting a little bit nervous. Can this really just keep going higher and higher? On the S&P, similar situation, not quite so big on the moves, but got resistance at 5332 and support at 5142. And again, you can see that's still holding in that uptrend. Nasdaq, similar situation here. 18741 is resistance and 17993 is support. Remember, they're the tech stocks. Okay, looking at a couple of currencies. First, I'm going to start with the pound against the dollar. So that had a big sell-off by the sort of the second half of the week after it sort of really almost tested 129, or it just about did. So I've got resistance at 129.42, 128.92, support at 125.81. Now I've added the fib levels on there as well, because if it comes down any lower, they will start to come into play. Same for the euro against the USD. So I've got resistance at 109.80. I've got support at 107.74. Again, added the fib levels on there because if it starts to come any lower, they will sort of come into potentially adding some value and some insight into where support resistance levels will start to play. So Bitcoin's lost a bit of its shine over the last week or so after hitting that high of around about 75k, and now we are drifting lower. Some big ranges still. I've got resistance at 77,549, support at 62,077, with a breakout trade around about 6,500, and then the fib levels are on there to provide some other support levels on the way down. But of course, you know, support levels can be broken. They're not brick walls, so be careful with them. Okay, so moving on to gold, made its all-time high the previous week, just hasn't been able to hold on to it this week. So we had a high of 2203 is where it got to. I got resistance now probably coming in around about 2151, which is pretty much where it's closing. I've got a breakout level at 2118, support at 2077. Again, fib levels are on there just in case the sell-off continues. And last but not least, WTI had a big move up, well, considerable move up last week, steady most of the week, a little bit of a sell-off towards the back end of the week, probably a stronger dollar, and here we are with resistance at 84.09 and support at 75.72. Again, I've added fib levels on here because they will come into play. So that's it from me. That just leaves me to wish you a happy Easter and the best of luck next week with your trading. So, just a little heads up on my services. So I offer a daily newsletter. That includes global news, headlines, my views. That's a subscription service. I also offer one-day workshops. You know, this helps you to discover if trading could be your next career or maybe just a secondary income. But, you know, the one thing is, because I offer a variety of them, is I can also just fill in any gaps that you may have with your current trading, or, you know, whether it's macro or actual trading skills. And then I offer a 1 week intensive course. You know, that's going to make you feel confident and competent after just 1 week. And, you know, that's going to basically give you the foundations on which to build your trading career. You know, I'm going to help you find that inner trader, and that also now includes a free trading challenge. And then there's my Flexi Masterclass. That's 6 weeks of guided learning, but you can spread them out. You don't have to take them all at once, and that does help to accelerate the learning curve. And that's designed to provide you with all the knowledge and trading tools that you're going to need to navigate these markets, you know, and any asset class, you know, whether it's financial, commodity, digital, I'm involved in them all. And as I say, the weeks can be spread out there, and that also includes a free trading challenge. Trader mentoring, so, you know, maybe you've already got some experience but you're looking to get to that next level and you're struggling to do that. I offer mentoring by the hour, by the day, or a monthly subscription. It's entirely up to you. But, you know, I just want to help you guys to reach that next level time and again. And of course, I provide lots of trader educational content, not just to individuals but also to exchanges and brokers. And if you're looking for that funded trading account, you know, so you don't have to risk your capital, then contact me for details. I've got 2 good ones that I use. Okay, so finally, as usual, just ending with a disclaimer. So, you know, if you're already involved, then you'll know this. If not, then please take serious note of this, that trading does involve the risk of loss of capital and it's not suitable for everyone. However, I do hope it is for you. And now, because there's leverage involved from many companies, just be careful because you can lose substantially more than that initial investment. You know, the regulators are a bit more on top of that these days, but, you know, even so, just be a bit cautious. Everything that I include in these just purely for educational purposes. I'm not trying to encourage you to trade or invest. That must be your decision. And of course, before you make that decision, you've got to consider the risks involved. And that includes your financial situation, definitely your level of experience, definitely your risk appetite, and of course, only risk capital you're prepared, but more importantly, that you can afford to lose. And if you've got any doubts whatsoever, you know, first of all, think twice before you do it. Speak to a financial advisor. And do that before you risk your capital. You know, I have so many people come to me because they've lost money. I'd rather they come to me and learn how to do it and not lost the money in the first place, because that's just a waste of their savings. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these, and you know, I'll be doing these on a weekly basis, so I'm going to post the links in places so that you can get to them. My new website will be finished soon, but in the meantime, you can reach me at the email address below on all the slides, which is chrisjtubby55@gmail.com. And all I can say is I wish you a wonderful week, best of luck with your trading, and hope to see you again next weekend. Bye for now.